Mark, I'm so familiar with when you played and you were dominant in the post, and that's the same for a few players I know you admired tonight.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, it's much harder now to consistently score inside because teams defensively are so much quicker to double team you and get the ball out of your hands if you're a good low post scorer.
They read defensively well, and they rotate Clark so quickly. I'm always amazed at that.
Fast and hard.
Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Simmons putting his outstanding athleticism to use on that drive. A remarkable penetrator who knows exactly how to carve up the defense.
On the wing, Wiggins. They double team Love over Smith. That one wide left. Raptors moving the ball around. Nailed from three-point land.
Very effective at spacing the floor. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope has gone from an average outside shooter to a dangerous one.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That is his first foul of the game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, you look at Ben Simmons and that great body of his and the skills of a guard. That is an incredibly unique combination.
And Clark standing 6'10". Has there ever been a player Ben Simmons' size or bigger who could handle and pass like this?
I really don't think so, Kevin. Obviously, LeBron is 2 inches shorter and probably 15 pounds heavier. Giannis is more of a scorer than a passer and facilitator. Magic Johnson was the first of the true 6'8"-ish point guards. He might be the closest when you look at Ben Simmons, but man, he's special because of that size and passing ability.
Here's Wiggins. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
An excellent score off the dribble. Wiggins starting to excel in the catch-and-shoot game, too.
And then Simmons slams it in.
And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
Here's Cleveland. And stolen by Simmons. And he jams it right over Kevin Love. Wow.
When Simmons is driving inside, I'm telling you, he's going to sky up for the flush, getting to the bucket in no time.
Now here's Wiggins. Lays it up off the glass.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
The drive by Simmons. Now the Lakers on the break. Pass to Cleveland. Kicks it out to Love. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
Boy, you look at Maximilian Kleber, the German native. I mean, this guy is a very capable shooter, but it's his defense that keeps him on the court. He's 6'11", but has quick feet, which allows him to defend multiple positions.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Here's Simmons.
Oh,
jam!
Come on now, bring the thunder, rock that rim. And the amazing moves of Simmons. I mean, he's just so much fun to watch when he's got the ball in his hands.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Toronto.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
And stolen by Wiggins. And here's the fast break. Love leading the way. Pass to Jackson. Now Jokic to the wing on the left. Over Smith. The shot's good from Nikola Jokic. Jokic has got his second bucket of the game to go. And Green slams it in.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
Here's Simmons. Following the basket by Jokic.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Nikola Jokic is really a jack-of-all-trades kind of player. This big fella has multiple skills, and there's not much he doesn't do well.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
They get the rebound. Jackson. Here's Jokic. That shot is off. And Toronto will go the other way with it. And it's Simmons penetrating. And then Simmons slams it in.
And, you know, guys, we know Simmons most enjoys getting others involved, but he's showing you he can have huge nights himself as well.
Back to Jokic. Green with the block. They recover it. Snatched up.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
No good from Simmons.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
Kicks it out to Wiggins. A wide open look for Love. The wing jumper off target. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
.15 seconds left here in the first quarter. Inside. Here's Jokic. Comes up empty down low. Here's Caldwell Pope. And that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Toronto Raptors. They kept going to him again and again. And he delivered with a monster quarter. And we'll be right back after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Taking a look here at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What have they been doing or not doing, in your opinion?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Smith, no luck.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
And the call up against Jokic. That's his first foul. Here's Simmons. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Alex Len picks one up.
That's what you call being a master of your craft from Simmons. I mean, fooled the entire defense in the paint there.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Clark, you were such a terrific athlete growing up, and it must be fun for you watching your kids and soon your grandkids go through their athletic journeys.
It really is one of the great blessings and treats of my life, to see our kids grow and develop as people, but also to enjoy different sports. Our boys played basketball and soccer, and our daughter played volleyball, all played in college at some level. And so it is great. Anytime you see your kids find their lane, enjoy running in it, and do well in that lane, it's joy indescribable.
And when he gets ahead of steam, you almost feel sorry for defenders. Ben Simmons, a combination of size, speed, and ball handling that can at times be unstoppable.
6 to shoot. Here's Jokic. Green with the rebound. Raptors leading by 7. And with his passing and driving ability, Greg, Simmons is like combining a power running back in football with a pinpoint passing quarterback. Not much he can't do.
Kevin, a football metaphor is appropriate. Simmons grew up playing Australian rules football, and the physicality and quick thinking of that sport really reflected in his style of play.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, for Nick Vucevic, there were some great firsts last season. His son Philip was born in December. And then Dad made his first All-Star appearance. Nick is from a basketball family. He said, "I'll enjoy telling my son the stories, like my dad did with me. We'll see if he likes the game of basketball." I think he will. Kevin?
Well, DA, it's certainly in his genes. Thanks for that report.
And, you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
Smith for 3. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5. And there it is for him. Bazemore's got his first bucket in this one.
You know, if you get open, you can bet that Jokic is going to find you. His floor awareness is off the charts.
Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Simmons to the inside. The wide open look here for Vucevic. And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Pass to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Boy, the mobility of Jokic, very impressive. This guy gets to the basket well for a big man.
Well, the Raptors' Nick Nurse winning an NBA title in his first season. Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who'd also helmed a team in a foreign league has won it. Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe. And this summer, he was entrusted with coaching the Canadian national team at the FIBA World Cup.
Good on the shot.
Tough shot that time by Jokic, finishing through contact. Great display of power and strength by Nikola Jokic.
The offensive rebound. Smith for 3. Good on the triple. Smith's got the lead up to 13 now for the Raptors.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Bazemore misses.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
And Vucevic throws it down.
Well, I tell you what, I love the unselfishness of Ben Simmons. This guy delights in setting up his teammates, and if they're open, they get the ball.
Pass to Jokic. Now Bogdanovic. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some open.
Out to the right wing. Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Vucevic. They kick it out to Green. Smith with it. Goes back up. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Smith's got 7 points.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And it's in there.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket. Simmons got 7 now in this quarter.
The quickness, the size, the speed of Simmons captivating, especially when he's dribbling the rock.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
Here's Johnson. No good on that one. It's not going to go for him. And so it's the Toronto Raptors going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And we'll be back with you shortly. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Lakers trailed by 10. Well, Greg, it took some time for Bogdanović to make it over to the NBA, but you can see why he was worth the wait.
And Bogdanović showed some flashes of his great shooting that rookie year and only improved on that last season. Still, in his mid-20s, he should only continue to get better as he adjusts to the NBA.
Raptors leading by 8. Johnson outside. Here's Simmons. That one, no good. Good defense by Jokic. Pass to Len. Love right side. Now, here's Jokic. Guarded by Green. Sweet move. Offensive rebound. Love. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Here's Simmons. Second shot opportunity. No good on that one. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns in Phoenix. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. And that one drops.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Near the three-point line, it's Love. Offensive rebound. Pass to Jokic. Down low. Trying to find Len. Gets it to him. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. The long distance 3 is buried. Wiggins has got 7.
Yeah, it's not traditionally a part of Wiggins' game, the deep, deep 3. But you like it when he's being aggressive looking for it.
Here's Love. From 13 feet, it goes. Down.
Boy, Love is really good at getting inside the paint, establishing position, has an excellent feel for how to score around the basket.
And the Raptors call time here. Clark, how do you think great coaches go about making that connection with their players?
Well, it starts with being candid and holding the player accountable. Great players want to and need to be coached, and great coaches find a way to do that effectively for that individual and for the team.
It's stolen by Smith. Here's Simmons. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
You just have to be more careful with Simmons. I mean, he's absolutely brilliant at keeping the defense off balance.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Pass to Jokic. Wiggins outside. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And it's Love missing.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And it's Simmons penetrating. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
I tell you, it doesn't get any easier than this, guys. I mean, Simmons finishing with power.
Kicks it out to Love. From deep three-point range. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. He has a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto, last season Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors. and the team responded, winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23. And he has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. And after winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey. Thank you. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And so here's Toronto. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here. And, you know, quite a bit of turnover for the Lakers in recent years, guys, from the front office to the coaching staff. I think it's always important for an organization to have a common voice to speak in stereo and have everybody in proper alignment from the top down to the court. They just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Pass to Green. Smith outside. Now Green. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Len grabs the board. And as the Lakers have looked to fill positions, Clark, a real affinity for candidates with the Lakers history.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly right. They view it as a family, but here recently, they've expanded their options and have looked outside of past Laker pedigree in terms of filling some key spots, which is part of what you have to do if you're going to move forward and be successful.
Pass to Jokic. Here's Jackson. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jackson's got his first points of the night.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here's Wiggins. And Wiggins throws it down.
Terrific pick by Wiggins, then kicks it ahead, turning defense into offense.
Toronto calls timeout. And, you know, there are so many things to like about Jokic's game, Clark, and his footwork is right near the top.
I would agree with that, Kevin. His footwork is exquisite. I mean, it is top shelf. This guy does not get enough credit for his pivoting, but his hands are great. His touch is phenomenal. He loses a lot of defenders when he's back to the basket with that footwork of his. I tell you, I was so impressed when I locked into him with my isolated camera during the playoffs. The Joker is no joke.
And here is Simmons. He's got 25. Count the basket.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Crabbe. A second chance effort. Yes! And the foul. That one on Vucevic.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now Simmons. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I like his even-keeled demeanor, guys. You look at Ben Simmons, never too high or too low. He's got a quiet confidence about him that bodes well for his future.
Yeah, look, you'd like to take the lead on that possession, but at least he was able to tie the game up.
That's the end of the third. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. Pass to Smith. From deep. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And Smith loves pulling up from 3. Never scared to fire when he's out beyond.
Back to Jokic. Inside Leaner. Green for 2 points. Jokic has got 20.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks got. Guys don't last minutes, they last days.
Here's Simmons. Caldwell Pope outside. Shot clock at 6. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Well, I love the confidence that JR shoots the ball with, and on occasion now, he can shoot you in or out of games when he falls in love with that 3.
And he makes all 3. Lakers trail by 4. Outside Jackson. Pass to Wiggins. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. Here's Len. Green with the block.
Green takes great pride in his defense now. He loves the 9 shots at the rim and playing bigger than his 6'8" frame would lead you to believe.
And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Caldwell Pope on the wing. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And the Raptors lead by 7.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
To the middle. Here's Jokic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Vucevic.
You know, you watch Nikola Jokic out there, and he just moves like a guard. The way he approaches the game, sees the court, and shoots just aren't found in that center position.
And the Raptors call time here. Greg Jokic has so many tools at his disposal. He's a walking triple-double threat.
The passing and vision is what really sets him apart at that center position. The offense can run through him and should run through him with how he can distribute the ball.
And the Lakers making a change here. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. During the last timeout, I listened to Nick Nurse talk to his team. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Los Angeles calls timeout. We've seen Simmons really having a great game.
You know, that defense is helpless right now. I mean, he's got their number, and he knows it.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
And he's taking care of the hard part tonight, which is getting to the line. But he hasn't finished the job once he gets there. And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
Pass to Jokic. Wiggins inside the line. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Toronto leading by 6. The drive by Green. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
and he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
Here's Jackson. Here's Jokic. Misses in close.
And hustle like that is why he leads this team in rebounds tonight.
And I tell you what, guys, nobody's been more physical in this game than he has. He has been a glass eater.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Raptors?
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but also give them credit for the layups they've had tonight after strong drives to the basket.
And the Raptors with the ball. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Love draws the double. It's stolen by Green. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And it's a 10-point Raptor lead.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
Greg, you can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
Here's the Raptors with the ball. They're on a 15-5 run. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
When he keeps his emotions in check, Green is a fantastic leader on the court. He can run a little hot, but there's no doubting his drive, his willingness to do whatever it takes to win.
A lot of players keep track of their stats, their own team stats. But Clark, how much do guys pay attention to stats in game?
I have no idea. I mean, I know stat sheets are given to the coaches during the timeouts throughout the game, but I don't think players in general are able to monitor their numbers. Now, there are exceptions to every rule. I imagine every team may have a player or two that can chart his numbers during the game, but the vast majority are too occupied with playing the game to keep up with the stats.
And they're looking up at the scoreboard, too, aren't they? Because they give individual stats up on the board.
Oh, man. Yeah, I tell you that, and then watching replays is one of my pet peeves with players. I mean, they should just focus on playing the game instead of always looking up to see if they fouled or not.
Love trying to break loose. Back to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Jokic has a nice shot fake and did a good job that time getting the defenders up in the air and drawing the foul.
Shooting for Los Angeles.
Both good from the line that time. 1:39 left in the fourth quarter. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Jackson with it. To the paint. Jokic, no good.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
First free throw is good, and that will push the lead to double digits. And Simmons drops them both. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Pass to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Len down low. Great D that time from Vucevic.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Raptors.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Ben Simmons.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
And it's Smith missing. And here's Love from the arc. But they'll get another chance.
And the offensive rebounding, really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the board.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg.